What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode here on the Real Film Pod. Lucas back with Jameson. Today we have a little bit of different video. Today is our Marvel tier ranking on every Marvel and every TV show.
Yes.
So we were going to talk about that in the Spider-Man video a little bit, but now we're going to do it something a little different.
So there are some Marvel projects, mainly TV shows, that some of us have not watched. So we will not be ranking those. Maybe I'll give my thoughts on it, but there are a fair share that I haven't watched. I've watched the majority. The more important ones, there are some side projects like Echo that I really don't
Madam
care
Web.
about. Not in the same continuity, but
Did you watch Madam Web?
no, I didn't, and I'm glad I didn't. I did watch Morbius, unfortunately. So yeah, we're gonna do a tier ranking. This is a video that I've been very excited to do. I have a lot to talk about, as I usually do, so I'll have to try not to cut this guy off.
But you will.
I will inevitably get it. Inevitably.
I'll pull a clip in there.
On the laugh track.
No, the clip of Thanos.
Oh,
Here it is.
Inevitable.
there it is. So yeah, I'm ready to get going.
All right, let's go. All right, y'all, we got our list up here. We have GOAT, very solid, mid, and ass.
All categories speak for themselves.
They all
to be
speak for
very
themselves.
Self-explanatory.
So, first here on the list, we have Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Ant-Man and
Do you want to start off?
No, you can start off.
Okay, so Ant-Man and the Wasp, obviously, I think the first Ant-Man was better. It's definitely better than Ant-Man Quantumania. But I'm going to have to put it in mid.
I would agree with that.
Agree? I don't think it's ass. I don't think it's ass.
Let me speak on behalf of the movie. Now I know some people like it, some people don't. I'm on the category that does not like this movie. Now, I think seeing Hope as the Wasp taking over her mother, I think that, was one of the highlights of this movie, seeing her as the Wasp. And the whole premise was to find Janet, as she was lost in the quantum realm. She went, we saw in the first movie what happened to her.
Yeah.
So, and she actually ends up in the quantum realm, as we do find out.
And this movie leads right into Avengers Endgame.
Yes, it does. With the
credits-
post-credit scene,
With the end credit scene.
they got snapped.
Yep.
So,
I'll put it in mid.
yeah, well, man, I mean,
Or-
I didn't get to talk about what I wanted to talk about.
Go for it. No,
Oh no, yeah, you already did that. So, all right. So next movie we got Ant-Man.
the first Ant-Man.
First Ant-Man, and I would put this in solid.
This movie was you don't think it was very good? I thought
know.
it was very good. I really enjoyed it.
I liked it, but I wouldn't put it above some of the better movies.
So you want to go in order, like this is the best mid movie in order, or does it fucking matter?
Yeah, we're gonna do that.
Okay, so Ant-Man,
Ant-Man, solid.
Solid.
So I think this was a good origin story for the character Scott Lang. Now, the one problem I have with the whole Ant-Man trilogy, I really would have preferred if it were Hank Pym and Janet Van Dyne instead of Scott Lang and Hope. Now, don't get me wrong, very good characters, but I feel like, when you think of Ant-Man, you think of Hank Pym, and you think of Wasp, you think of Janet Van Dyne, and to have them, be retired and not play their iconic roles and kind of being the mentors, that's what kind of made me not like it so much. Not saying it was bad, but I would have preferred that. That's the one. That's the one thing that I'm not too fond of with the series. Otherwise, the movie's good.
What'd you think of the Yellow Jacket?
Probably one of the most mid villains ever. And then became the absolute laughingstock of villains when he became MODOK in Quantumania.
Thanos, yeah.
I mean, dude, they ruined MODOK. We'll get to Quantumania shortly, but that
will sum up for
what they did to that character. They absolutely massacred him.
Ant-Man is on this. Ant-Man Quantumania should be on this.
It is.
All right, next we got Age of Ultron, Avengers. The second Avengers movie, Age of Ultron.
I would put this in solid, ahead of Ant-Man.
Um,
So, Age of Ultron. This is a movie that gets a lot of hate. You can put it in the tier list, buddy.
Are we putting this But front
Yeah,
Batman?
yes,
Okay,
yes.
we'll put this in front of me.
Now, this is a movie that I think doesn't get talked
Underrated.
about enough. Very underrated. And this is actually the last time that we see the original Avengers really like team up by
Till
themselves.
Infinity War.
No, like I'm talking about just like the OG.
Oh, yeah.
The OG Avengers. This is like really the last time we see them.
Yeah.
The only added characters to this movie were Quicksilver, Scarlet Witch, and Vision. Otherwise, we had the original six Avengers. So, but no, it's a movie that I feel like has now garnered a little bit more attention, a little more respect, as the years have gone by. I think Ultron was a very good villain. I think, his ideology of genocide, and that was his whole big shtick in the comics and movies, was that humans would be the downfall of the world and would lead to their own demise, which is why he thought just eradicating them in its entirety would be the perfect idea. And that's why when she saw Vision, before Vision was actually born, the whole premise, because it was going to be Ultron's new body, the whole premise of that, when she saw the vision of Vision, you know what I mean, that she saw the world ending, and that's what Ultron wanted. He wanted the humanized
AI. So first AI.
takeover.
Yeah.
Yes. So he wanted to pretty much destroy the world and have it made in his perfect image.
Yeah, definitely.
So
absolutely.
I think, I'd say is definitely on the higher tier for.
I could even put that very good.
It could,
But there's so many other ones.
I mean, we can change it as we go on.
Solid.
It could be
Probably first for solid. Number one for solid.
Yeah, I'd say so. It could go to the very end of very good. But we'll see as we go on.
Yeah. Next, we have a really good movie, Avengers: Infinity War.
I don't think we even need to question this. This goes into the go category.
Yeah, definitely. This is one of the best, if not the best, Avengers movie. We get, honestly, we get introduced to Thanos. He was obviously in part of, he was in Guardians of the Galaxy. He was in the Avengers end credits.
I think you should let me take over this, buddy.
Okay, go for it.
So yes, Avengers. I'm such a dick. So no, Infinity War.
Talking, but whatever. I'll go fuck myself.
Yes, and let me know how that feels while you're done with that.
Okay.
No, so Avengers: Infinity War. This was years in the making since the first Avengers, and this had been the build-up. This is one of the biggest cinematic crossovers ever within Marvel. And the lead up to this since the first Avengers, knowing that Thanos was going to be the big bad, the main overarching threat in this movie, we knew that he was going to go on his conquest, his quest to collect all the Infinity Stones and to wipe out 50% of the world's population, pretty much genocide as well.
This movie was really good because you were not expecting what happened at the end. What happened at the end?
No, everybody knew that he was going to win.
I didn't.
Well, that's just because you're not like the same level as I am with Marvel.
Yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe Star Wars is just my thing.
Well, Star Wars. We'll get to that eventually. You're more of a Star Wars guy than I am, although I do love Star Wars. But that's neither here or there. We're here for Marvel.
Well, we were talking about space technically.
We were. But no, I think just seeing Thanos finally, because we had just seen him through the shadows. He had a couple scenes here and there. We never really saw him fight. So to see him go toe to toe with the Hulk, making him look like his bitch, and the fact that the Infinity Stones were planted in different movies, like with the Ether, for example, in Dark World, you have the Tesseract in Captain America, the Avengers. Now, the Tesseract was the big Infinity Stone that had garnered the most attention. You got Loki's staff, Loki's scepter, with the Mind Stone.
Yeah, Thanos is the one that sent Loki to Earth in
with
2012.
With the Infinity Stone.
Yeah.
I still don't understand why he did that. But yes, that happened. And then Doctor Strange with the Time Stone. So they're
giving it up to save Tony's life.
Yeah, so they're implementing. We didn't really know anything about the Soul Stone until Infinity War. But I feel like the way that that the first time they actually even really explained about the Infinity Stones, it was referenced in Dark World, but was in Guardians of the
Your
Galaxy.
favorite movie?
Yeah, definitely Dark World. No, in Guardians of the Galaxy, we had the Collector do that whole breakdown on the Infinity Stones, and that was really
Nebula and Thanos.
that was really when it was mentioned, and we kind of knew, what was happening, and like the first kind of like
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, it was really good. It was a really good movie.
yeah. So Infinity War, and just the action sequences, the stories, and the heartbreak. I think it was a very good, and yeah, there's no question about it. It goes in S tier.
Yeah.
Or O
Next
tier.
year we got Captain America: The Winter Soldier. I'm gonna put this, and you can agree or disagree with me. Very good.
Oh, I don't know about that one.
It was just on last night. I watched it last night.
Okay, well, I need to hear why.
I like the whole thing with him and Bucky. When Bucky doesn't remember who he was.
I think the best part of this movie, I mean, I think the best part of this movie was realizing that Hydra was implemented in Shield, and Hydra never died. Cut off one head, another should take its place.
Nick Fury getting shot. Thought he was dead.
No, the best part was
They all
Hydra
thought he was
infiltrating Shield since World War II, after they took down the Red Skull, or after Cap took down the Red Skull. I think that was the best part of it.
All right, so where are we putting this? Solid or very good?
This is going in very good.
Really?
No. And if it is very good, yeah, it's supposed to be. I would say go, but if we'll put it at the very top of very good. I don't agree with that ranking. Yes, for now.
But we're gonna put more. We're gonna put more up here.
So
that's just my personal opinion.
Okay.
Next year we got another Captain America. Captain America: The First Avenger.
So Captain America: First Avenger. I am very fond of this movie. I absolutely adore it. Gain the
everything out of Captain America came out of a bottle, just like Tony Stark said.
Everything special about you came out of a bottle.
Everything special about you came out of a bottle.
He's not wrong. We'll get to Avengers later.
So, I'm very fond of this movie, as I've said countless times. This is one of the first movies I saw in theaters for Marvel. And I just love the origin story, the fact that we have this take place during World War II. This was really the first thing that really ever happened Marvel-wise, so we're not, we don't know about any of these other characters. We don't know about, Doctor Strange, Captain Marvel, not yet, at least, the Guardians, Hulk, Iron Man. Like, this is really the start of the Avengers, and to have, finally see, it was just Captain America himself. Obviously Howard Stark, Tony Stark's dad, was in it, but this was really a good just standalone, no really crossovers outside of that type of movie, and I think that it's very good, but I know
not good enough for go.
Absolutely no, not even close. But I would not put it in very good. I think it's top tier for solid. It goes.
Put it right.
It goes in between. Yes.
Before or after Age of Ultron, but before Ant-Man.
Yes, and I think the reveal with Red Skull and him holding the Tesseract, and then him getting transported to Vormir as his punishment to be the guardian of the Soul Stone. So
I gotta say, Cap's suit and Captain America: The Winter Soldier. I love that one. It's my favorite one.
See, I think my favorite suit is. See, Captain America: Winter Soldier was a very grainy movie. Even his shield was darker, and
I don't know. I really like that movie.
I think my favorite Cap suit is the one from First Avengers. I really think that's a good suit.
That original suit.
I think and I love how they had he had the World War II helmet and then the goggles, because originally that was his look until it was updated later.
Oh, I forgot to mention.
And then he had the rectangular square shield. Well, I was still talking, okay, pal. And so but I guess I know how that feels. Continue.
So I was going to mention in Captain America: Winter Soldier. Forgot to talk about that whole heartwarming scene he had with Peggy.
Yes,
that made me tear.
Yeah, and then realizing that she died in her sleep.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm glad that he got to see her again.
And with Black Widow.
He missed his dance.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway.
Yeah, him and Black Widow kind of had a little thing there in that movie.
Yeah, she kissed him on cheek at the end. Your favorite movie, Captain Marvel.
Yeah. So this is the first time we ever see Nick Fury in Marvel chronologically. We see Agent Coulson. We learn how Nick Fury lost his eye, and that was one of the more underwhelming discoveries. I think the villain was very underwhelming. I would say ass. I do like Cara Danvers. I think Brie Larson did a good job but she's a little bit pretentious. And I don't know. There's something about it's very mid. There's really nothing special.
I know it's
About
like
this
what
movie.
the second movie in chronological order.
Yeah,
The MCU?
after Captain America. I think the best part of this movie was Nick Fury and the Skrulls. I would say that's my favorite. Although I wanted the Skrulls to kind of be the villains of this, and then that was not true, and then they had them be the villains of Secret Invasion, which was not good, and that should have been a movie in itself. And
Yeah.
we'll get to Secret Invasion later.
Next, we got a really good one, Captain America: Civil War.
Take it away.
This movie,
I need water desperately.
I'm gonna have to put this movie.
Thank you.
I really like this movie. I want to put it in GOAT. I know this movie's kind of like a hit or miss for some people,
No, it's going and go.
but it's going in GOAT for me. It's definitely going behind Infinity War,
Yeah, 100%.
but this movie was really good.
No,
The whole spark between, or not, I mean that whole
conflict.
conflict between Tony and
Cap.
So,
Well, we actually see this kind of their disagreement in
and Avengers,
Age of Ultron.
Age of Ultron, yeah.
That's really where it started with
So-
him making Ultron and all that behind their back. But this was kind of an Avengers movie as well, and seeing
He
them
did Spider-Man for the first time.
seeing them at odds ends. I mean, they've always butted heads, but this time they're on different sides, and Cap protecting Bucky, who was a fugitive at that whole point, although he was brainwashed by Hydra.
Yeah.
Not his fault, but and then learning about Bucky killing Howard Stark, Tony's parents, and then Steve admitting that he knew and lied to Tony about that. He was like,
Whose side were you on for this?
"Oh, Tony all the way,
Yeah.
Tony all the way."
Tony Stark, man.
I love Cap, but in that scenario, I think he was wrong, and I think they could have agreed if he was a little more rational.
Yeah.
He was irrational though.
I don't know. Now I'm looking at this list. There's not many movies I would put down here in ass.
Oh no, there's a couple.
There's gonna be a couple, maybe
There's
two or
a
three.
there's a couple. I can tell you that.
But as of now, we're kind of doing strong. All right, next up we got Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange. This is going in. Ooh, this is tough. I would say this is high end on solid.
Holland and Salad.
I could
Where do
see
you want
it
to put it? Before Cap, after Cap?
in between
Ant-Man and Cap.
Cap and Age of Ultron.
Okay.
Yes, this I think that could be the low end of very good. I really, really loved the introduction of Doctor Strange. Just the origins of it, and then learning about the Ancient One, the Dark Dimension, and finally getting introduced to the Time Stone. I think that was the last Infinity Stone that we were really introduced into.
Yeah, this came out in what, 2015? 2015,
2016.
2016, Avengers Infinity War 2018. Yeah, probably was.
So
Yeah.
no, I really think that this was a very good movie. It was very well done. I think the cinematography was beautiful. I just think it's a really good origin story on one of the most
Strange.
powerful Marvel characters ever. And
We're gonna do another next tier ranking. We'll probably do characters or villains. I'm thinking put Doctor Strange.
yeah, absolutely. I think
There's so many characters.
I liked. So I didn't really like the villains all too much.
But the origin story, the backstory is
Dormammu was cool. I didn't really like his henchman. I can't. Catsidius, yes. He was a former student of the Ancient One, and then joined Dormammu's.
Mhm.
Dormammu's, what do you want to call it? Cult? Yeah, I mean he was the cult leader.
Yeah.
And Dormammu was their god. and then learning how the Ancient One also, kind of took power the from the Dark Dimension. So I think that was really cool, and I think just Doctor Strange in general,
Badass.
badass, absolutely. And I think just everything in that movie was really well done,
Yep.
and I think that was a perfect introduction. I liked what they did with Baron Mordo. He's also a Doctor Strange villain. He was. I mean,
Wong too. I love Wong.
yes, yes, we do. We love. Everyone loves Wong, but everybody loves when they're not interrupted too.
I honestly, yes, you might be onto something there. Hate when you interrupt me.
Um,
You guys, I should make. You know what I should do for
a
next video?
compilation of every time.
Compilation every time Jameson interrupts me. It's gonna be a fucking long video. It's
Yeah, it's video.
gonna be like 3 hours, man.
Um,
Like, not just recording, but I just remember recording too. Oh, go ahead.
thank you. Baron Mordo though.
Jameson. Sorry.
Fucking dickwad. I guess I know how it feels now.
Yeah, no.
So shut the fuck up. Baron Mordo though, he was his teacher kind of, and guided Doctor Strange in the ways of learning the mystic arts. But he also does become a villain, and we realize that in the end credit scene when he takes what the fuck, like we're gonna cut that part out because I'm
Oh, so we cut it out when you slip up and make a mistake, but when I do it, no, fuck you. We're leaving that in there.
no. There's an end credit scene where the guy who was paralyzed from the neck down, he used powers from the mystic arts to I can't.
Sure.
Yes, Jonathan Pangburn stealing his magic.
It's Google.
Shut up. But no, I just couldn't find the words. But yes, he takes his sorcery away, feeling that he was. There's Tom Holland.
Speaking of Marvel, here we go. We're gonna watch it.
Wizards now. Tea?
What the fuck are we doing?
Drink that tea.
Catch your memory.
This is in Ragnarok. This is in.
Keep a watch list of individual.
All right. Anyway, go back to what you were saying.
So yeah, he takes away Pangburn's magic pretty much, making him paralyzed, feeling like he was undeserving of it. So yeah, that's pretty much what I wanted to say. But apparently, I couldn't find the right words, and I didn't want to sound
That
like
was
an idiot like this guy. I'm gonna blame it on him because he made me lose my train of thought. I think we've been spending too much time on Doctor Strange,
okay.
and I'm gonna look like an idiot in this
Next video we got is Avengers Endgame.
Avengers Endgame,
Obviously, it's going to go,
GOAT.
but is it going in front of Infinity War?
No,
That's the big question.
no, it's not.
It's not.
It's not.
Okay.
Dare I say maybe behind Civil War?
No. No, it's not. I don't move my mouse.
No, I'm joking. No.
Okay, Avengers Endgame.
You want to break it down? This is the biggest
The
Marvel
biggest-
crossover of all time.
So
Crossover of all time.
So we kick off the movie. Wait, I'm not gonna do a whole movie breakdown because the movie's fucking 3 hours long. Kick off the movie with Hawkeye because Hawkeye was absent for Avengers: Infinity War, obviously. Kick it off with his family vanishing to dust. We see all that happen, and then we go back to Tony's in the spaceship. He's in the ship with Nebula playing a little fucking football game.
The paper football. If you got me in my face, I was gonna be pissed.
Yeah, they play that little
My pen.
fucking football game. Yeah, pen you broke. They go back in time 5 years. You see all the stuff from 2012 Avengers to Thor visiting with his mom, Tony seeing his dad.
I think in my opinion, the time travel
Yeah,
was the best part of the movie.
absolutely. You get to see where it started and where it is now. I think that was awesome.
And we also see Cap and Tony make amends.
Thor seeing he's worthy again. He gets the
He's had always been worthy.
okay, but he's like, I'm still worthy. Fat Thor. Did you like Fat Thor?
Yes.
You did. But did you want to?
That's how Thor is in Norse mythology. He's a little bit, a little chunky.
A little bit of an understatement. No, but
I mean, if
it
you
was-
played God of War Ragnarok, then you know what I'm talking
and the
about.
rematch against Thanos at the end, where
But no, you,
Cap getting the hammer,
showing that he was worthy.
when he was worthy. So yeah, I thought the movie was very good. I cried. So
I think a lot of people cried.
did you cry when Black Widow died?
No,
You were like, fuck her.
it was emotional,
Did you
but
cry when Gamora died?
no, I never had a strong emotional attachment to these characters.
Did you cry when Tony died?
Yes, of course.
I think everyone did.
I mean, he's the guy he started it all. So now it's gonna be so weird now seeing him as Doctor Doom.
It's gonna be really weird.
But
but
I think
yeah.
that's the point.
That
Although,
is going in GOAT.
yeah, I hardly got to talk about it, but I guess it's fine.
We could keep talking about it. I love talking about it. This is one of my favorite movies.
I
Look at
think
talking about
I think for Doomsday, in my opinion, I think the perfect casting for Doctor Doom would have been Cillian Murphy. He gives me Victor Von Doom vibes. The way what he did in Oppenheimer, I think he would have been such a good Doctor Doom.
But yeah, do you have anything else to talk about this movie? We're just
No.
gonna little
You pretty much
brief talk
mentioned everything.
about it. But yeah, I thought the. What about? Did you like the fact that Savage Hulk was not in this? Did you like the Smart Hulk vibe?
Dude, I've never liked Professor Hulk at all. He's cool in the comics, I will say that, but they just did him so dirty. And in She-Hulk, that was just.
Yeah, definitely.
Hold on, I just gotta see. Whoops, sorry,
What are you doing?
sorry guys. I'm just looking at all the projects.
Oh yeah, that'd be swipe down.
Yeah, we're gonna do part 2, guys. There's a lot of movies to rank.
Well, we gotta break down every single one.
I think we're gonna do part 2.
No.
Yes.
That's way too much editing.
What do you mean?
We're just gonna do one video, bro. Someone start shit on here. We didn't even watch. We can just skip over. We're not gonna. We're gonna rank I Am Groot. Are we gonna rank fucking all this She-Hulk? I didn't even watch that shit. Some shit on here is not even need to be fucking the Lego thing. Come on.
Alright,
next up.
we'll do some quick rankings.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
The better movies we'll spend more time on.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Guardians of the Galaxy, very good.
Very good.
Very
Is
good.
he going behind Cap?
Yes. Just barely, but yes. Yes.
And then we got Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2.
Whoa, hold on a second. We gotta talk about the movie.
Oh, mister, I want to. Okay, we'll talk about Guardians.
Guardians of the Galaxy. This was, I think, the most ambitious project to date during this time for Marvel. Going outside of Earth and exploring into the realm of
Yondu and Quill.
that. Sure, the realm of just being in space, different life forms, different creatures like with Drax, Gamora. Learn more about Thanos, and with Ronan, his creed,
Yeah.
and his hatred towards the Nova Corps, or on the planet of Xandar. And I think just learning about that and seeing a different side of the Marvel universe with characters that were really C-list heroes, I would say, very unknown. And that's why I think they gave James Gunn the keys. Pretty much gave him free reign to do what he wanted with these characters, and he made these characters that really nobody knew and turned them into characters that you really care about. And
Yeah.
I think it showed,
And Groot's at the end. Yeah, that was hard to watch. What?
I don't know, it just had like my vein kind of pulsed and it felt really weird. No, but he made these unknown characters like you really cared about them, feeling like they were kind of part of your family, which is what I like what they did with Groot at the end when he said at the end of Guardians 3 when he said, "I love you guys."
I love you guys.
Moving on, Guardians Volume 2.
Very good.
Yes. So this movie, I think gets a lot of hate, which is behind. I think it's gonna be movie.
Disagree.
Well, too bad, buddy. No, I'm a huge defender of this movie. I think this movie gets a lot more hate than it deserves. I really like it. It was a lot more colorful. I think the twist with Ego, I mean, if you had read the comics, you knew about Ego and the Living Planet, but I think that twist with him being the villain, I think was great. I loved seeing references to Adam Warlock, although they really butchered his character. Um,
Yeah.
but no, and I loved the relationship with Quill and Yondu, and him really being the father figure, and just what a loss that was.
Might have been your dad, boy, but he wasn't your daddy.
He may have been your father, boy, but he wasn't your daddy.
No,
I look like Mary Poppins coming.
I'm Mary Poppins, y'all. Even thinking about that is making me shed a tear. I'm not gonna lie. I love Yondu. I love Yondu.
I'll put a clip in there.
I'm Mary Poppins, y'all.
I think
Yondu and clip.
I think Baby Groot was awesome in this movie.
Oh yeah.
The whole thing with Taserface. I think this was a very comedic movie, and James Gunn is masterful when it comes to adding comedy and serious moments. You know, you can laugh and then you can cry at the same time. I think
Yeah,
he's very
absolutely.
good at doing that and balancing out the comedy where it doesn't feel so forced. Like the stupidest. I'm one of the stupidest jokes comes in Captain America: New World Order, where Thaddeus Ross turns into Red Hulk, and this stupid reporter's like, "They're red now." That was the stupidest fucking line I've ever heard. They're red now. What the fuck does that even mean? I mean, I know what it means, but you're gonna try to get a laugh out of that? Like, come on, dude. You know what I'm talking about.
I'm just
That-
enjoying watching you crash out over
Well,
fucking Avengers.
That was stupid. That was the stupidest line ever, dude. And I can tell you when I watched
Harrison
it,
Ford.
I mean, it was in the trailer, but when I had watched it in the theater, not a single person even chuckled.
Are you done?
Yes, I am done.
You want to talk about Spider-Man?
No, not yet. But yeah, Guardians 2, I think gets a lot more hate than it's deserving of. I think it's a really good movie. And I have a soft spot for it too. And I just think that the teamwork too, the relationship between Rocket and Yondu, and they did kind of butt heads a little bit with Quill and Rocket, but then overall coming back together. I love the relationship between Gamora and Nebula, and really just becoming part of the
Yeah.
team. I think that was.
Be honest with Dodgers.
I think that was.
Okay, we're gonna talk about Spider-Man: Far From Home.
This is another movie that I think gets a lot of hate that's unwarranted.
I love this movie. This movie
Now-
a lot of fun.
I'm gonna put this in solid though. This is going in solid. There's no doubt about that.
See, I disagree.
No, it's not very good. I'm sorry.
Okay, it's going in solid, but it's not going with the.
No,
behind
it's
Ant-Man.
going in between Doctor Strange and Captain America.
I agree.
So I'll let you break this down because I've been breaking down the last couple and my throat is very thin.
Well, you're the one that likes to interrupt me. Okay, so basically,
Actually,
um,
little Star-Lord reference.
this movie takes place in London. Was it London or Europe?
Europe, buddy. I mean,
Europe.
they
Right.
do go to the UK at the end, so.
So it takes off place in Europe. We see
Do they?
it was either Europe or
No, I think no. I mean, they're in Europe. Yes, it starts off in Italy. The fuck was that? No, it's in Italy, but the end of the movie was in Europe.
so what the fuck was I? Oh yeah, Spider-Man still, he just lost Tony Stark. This takes place right after Avengers Endgame. And, he's a mess. And it's honestly a very fun movie, very entertaining. Peter and MJ are kind of going strong at the end, who are actually together in real life. I think they just got together in real life when this movie happened. So it was kind of cool how it all transpired. And we see Mysterio, obviously, with the drones. Peter gives his glasses to Mysterio.
I think that was one of the best parts,
Yeah.
with Mysterio tricking him, looking like kind of trying to be the new Tony
Mhm.
towards him, and maybe that's why he gave him the glasses.
Yeah.
And that was what he wanted that whole time. He played him as for a fool, although he was fond of Peter. But then knowing about the drone and stuff,
He knew he could take over, and he did.
the lost drone. Yeah, he felt like he had to kill Peter because he knew.
Yeah.
No, I think because we thought he was just from another world,
Yeah.
when really he's been on Earth 316 that whole time. I think it is Earth 316. I'm not entirely sure.
Yeah.
But no, what we didn't talk about about the Avengers Infinity War and Avengers Endgame?
Wow.
We never talked about Doctor Strange and the 14 million different
Oh.
possibilities.
Yeah.
And him
there was
having
only one win.
There's only, yes, and
What do we win? One.
him giving up the time stone was the only way. And he says at the end, 2 before he gets stabbed away.
Anyway,
We're in the end game now.
We're in the end game now.
okay. So that's all that's for Spider-Man. Anything
Okay.
else?
No, because you took over as I asked.
Next, we got the Incredible Hulk. This
Now-
gets a lot of hate.
It does. And now this is what I'm gonna say. I think this movie, like you said, gets a lot more hate than it deserves. Does it belong in solid? No. This is on the high end of mid.
Yeah.
So you can move it to mid.
Where though?
Over. Yep. All the way to the end.
Like
I
literally.
mean the beginning. Yep. There. Yep. Nope. Yep. There you go. No, I really like this movie, and you know the journey. Bruce Banner, Edward Norton's Bruce Banner, fleeing the country, knowing that Ross wants to hunt him down, afraid of being the Hulk, trying to control his anger, and just pretending that the Hulk never existed. I think I loved his relationship with Betty Ross. The one who got away. Not really, but he knew that he couldn't be with her because of the Hulk. I did like Emil Blonsky and becoming Abomination and having one of the best Marvel fight scenes, I think. One of the better ones with Hulk versus A-Bomb. Well, actually, A-Bomb's a different character. Abomination. I think that was really cool. And then we finally see him meet up again in She-Hulk, which was the most anticlimactic thing we probably could have seen between
I'm
them.
gonna do it again.
And you can shove that right up your candy ass. So what do you think?
I think
It doesn't matter what you think.
It doesn't matter what you think!
I think it belongs in it.
Yes.
I think it's perfect where it was. Okay. Jesus Christ. All right, we're gonna go Iron Man 2.
This goes at the
Let's speed it up a little bit.
yeah. This movie isn't as important. This goes on the higher end of mid. When I was younger, I really liked it. I think the best scene in this movie is the court scene between them trying to take away the Iron Man suit and him being like, "You can't have it." I think that was the best. I think that was probably my favorite part in that movie.
With great power comes great responsibility.
No, wrong fucking movie, brother.
It's fucking weird. Nothing with that suit, then you should have it.
No, and I loved Sam Rockwell's character in Justin Hammer. I thought he was cool. Whiplash, okay of a villain. I did like the racetrack scene and the briefcase scene where Horny.
Horny.
Oh, I said Honey. I said Honey.
Someone said horny.
Honey uses the
Horny star.
uses the Mark IV suit against Whiplash. I think that was really cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it was on the higher end.
Yeah, I agree with that. Definitely before Hulk.
All right. So now we
Iron
have
Man 3.
Iron Man 3.
We talked a little bit about this in the Spider-Man breakdown. I was telling you how I really liked Iron Man 3.
Yes, this is another very, very, very underrated movie that gets a lot more hate than it should. I would put Iron Man 3 on the low end of solid.
I agree with that. I do agree. Hey,
So
I
that-
agree.
So that means you move it after I tell you where it
Or
goes.
you shut the fuck up and I won't move it. Solid?
Very end of solid. Yes.
I don't know if it's worse than Ant-Man.
I think it's interchangeable.
I don't know if it's worse than...
Yes, it is. Don't even.
Yeah, it is.
I'm sorry.
It is. I don't know.
I love the
That's
relation.
thing.
I love the relationship with Pepper and Tony. I did not like the villain, Aldrich Killian. I think it was cool kind of to see how Tony kind of disregards him, disrespects him in 1999, well, 2000, it was New Year's
Yep.
Eve. So yeah, Iron Man 3, I liked what they did kind of with Aldrich Killian at the same time. I didn't. I think with Trevor Slattery I think if he wasn't supposed to be a comedic character, I mean, he redeemed himself in Wonder Man, but if he wasn't a comedic character and they just had him, he gave the perfect Mandarin vibes of him being a terrorist and like, America, I have yet another lesson for you. Like,
Yeah.
perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect character. I think he should have been the real Mandarin behind it all. I don't think Wonder Man is on this tier list, unfortunately.
All right. So
So yeah,
I agree with that.
and I love that the ending too, with all the suits that Tony had made, to protect Pepper and shit. And to have it at the end. Mark 42 was a cool suit, having the magnets like installed into him where he could call it with his like. I thought that was cool. Although I think
Yeah.
the Mark 42 was like a punching bag. Was it Mark? Yeah, it was Mark 42.
Yeah. What about Iron Man?
Oh, the movie that started it all.
Yeah.
This goes in. Oh, this is tough. This is tough.
Debating about the top two.
No.
Debating about Very Good and Goat.
Yes.
Yeah, that's my top two.
Oh, well, I think that. So,
All right, here we go.
excuse me?
Just kidding. I'm gonna put a Very Good. I'm gonna put the first and Very Good. That's solid. Come on. Definitely before Winter Soldier.
I say behind it. I know.
A smidge behind it.
A smidge. Like, okay, no, you know what we're going to do? We're going to put Winter Soldier and Goat. We're going to put Winter Soldier and Goat. Yes. Very end of Goat. Iron Man, yes. No, dude. Don't. Winter Soldier is such a good movie.
It is, but is it fucking better than Iron Man 1?
Yes. I'm sorry. I am sorry if that.
That's gonna piss some people off.
Let them get pissed.
The 10 viewers.
This is objective. I think, and I hope you understand, I think Iron Man 1 is amazing. Great.
That's why it belongs here.
Nope, take that shit down. No, Iron Man 1, it's the movie that, dude, okay, pal, you can stop trying to be funny and take this shit seriously a little bit. No. Iron Man 1, it's the movie that started it all. Robert Downey Jr. getting his second chance. He's the perfect embodiment of the billion dollar playboy
Yeah.
philanthropist Tony Stark. He is Tony Stark. I don't think Tom Cruise is actually going to play him.
No.
I can't see.
No.
Robert Downey Jr. is Tony Stark.
I can see that.
Is Tony Stark. I don't care. I can't see anybody else playing Iron Man.
Well, yeah, he's been around for so long.
And it was so cool. The fact, getting captured by, the Ten Rings, the terrorists, and then being able to build an arc reactor in a cave with a box of scraps.
Tony Stark was able to build this in a cave with a box of scraps.
I'll put that scene in there.
Yes.
All right.
But no, I think that was cool.
Yeah.
Mandarin. The fact that Obadiah Stane, his, second partner, was actually trying. He's the one who put the hit on him and had him captured by the Ten Rings. He wanted him killed so he could have full control of Stark Industries.
Yeah.
And then he being the Ironmonger, he said we are Ironmongers, conquerors pretty much. We run the industry. Him being he's the first ever Marvel villain, Ironmonger. You have no idea who I'm talking about.
No, I'm just ready to talk about some Black Panther magic now.
Go ahead, Mr. Black Panther.
Um,
Actually, no, you can go for real.
So Black Panther, it's a very good movie. I think
Some people would say this is GOAT.
I'm on a fucking brain fart of Michael B. Jordan's character. What the fuck's his name?
Killmonger.
Killmonger. Yes. I think a lot of villains are born pure evil. He's a broken villain.
Absolutely. I mean, his dad. Hold on, before we rank it, his dad gets killed by T'Chaka, his brother, although he told Claw about Wakanda and the vibranium. Claw had been one of the most notorious villains in Black Panther. Had always been.
Yeah.
What was I gonna say? No, and I think this movie was great. The cinematography, the scene in South Korea, amazing.
It's different now.
Just seeing inside of Wakanda, I thought was really cool. We kind of see Wakanda a little bit in the end of Civil War, where Bucky goes into the hibernating.
Yes. Yeah. It's a great movie. I'm debating if I want to put in GOAT. Very good. It's definitely not going under very good. I don't think so.
I think it's mid. No, I'm fucking with you, obviously. No, it is Wakanda Forever. No, I think it's a really good movie.
Fucking hurt my collarbone.
Oh, you're weak as shit. It is your most sensitive bone in the
Alright,
body.
broke my
Like,
collarbone.
5 pounds of pressure can break your collarbone. Here we are getting off topic yet again. So I have a hard time to. I think it goes in between Guardians and Iron Man 1.
I respect that.
That's where I would put it. I really like Killmonger.
Guardians, both of them.
Yes.
Come on,
Killmonger's a complicated character because yes,
he's
he's
broken, man.
he having his father killed at a very young age and crime being the only way out, pretty much the only way he could live and make
Yeah,
there was nobody left to take care of him. So, I think where he comes from is understandable, although I don't agree with his actions. I think he's one of the more compelling villains for sure.
definitely.
Spider-Man.
Oh, this movie
Homecoming.
was fun, man. This movie was so much fun.
This movie gets so much hate.
I don't know why. It's such a fun movie. I really enjoyed this movie.
This movie, I think, is the definition of your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
Absolutely.
This was the most grounded Spider-Man movie that we've had so far until Brand New Day. But see, that's a more mature Spider-Man. Not saying it's going to be a great movie.
The egg, and
The life cycles of a
the
spider.
3 life cycles.
If you want to hear us blabber about that, we'll put a link in the description for our last video on the breakdown of Spider-Man Brand New Day. See, but I feel like they should do more movies like this with Peter a little bit younger, an adolescent.
It was only 14.
15, actually.
Oh yeah.
No, this is where you zip it. The adult is talking.
I should recorded a 14-year-old kid. He goes, I'm 15.
That's what he says.
So he's
Yeah.
15, not 14.
Well, no, Tony's like, everybody thought it was crazy to recruit a 14-year-old kid. He's like, I'm 15. And he's like, no.
I think they watched the movie.
This is where you zip it, the adult. No, we're going to cut that part out.
I'll leave that in there.
You're
All
gonna-
right, I'll put in Spider-Man Homecoming.
Hold on.
Okay.
I like the more immature Spider-Man. I think this is I really love this movie. I really love this movie. I think it's great. I'm going to put this
Up to you. I'm good with very good, solid, and go. Those 3.
Okay,
No,
pals. Pump
I'm good with solid.
Pump your
I'm good
brakes.
with solid and very not go. I'm sorry. I'm good with solid and very good. It's not going mid.
No, of course not.
It's not going mid.
I
Some
think
people put it mid.
it's gonna go in solid. It's gonna go in between Far From Home and Doctor Strange. It's not better than Doctor Strange. I think that is a perfect spot to put it. And now we have the first Thor movie.
Son of Odin.
This movie gets a lot of hate.
I don't know why.
This is really, if you want a Thor movie, this is a Thor movie.
Yeah.
I sang with Dark World, but we'll get to
People
that.
hate on the Thor movies.
We'll get
to that. That's the next one.
It's the next one. I like that they're just going in order with that. No, Thor. This is a Thor movie. We have not really seen like a good Thor iteration really since this. He's just been like this comedic character. We need a more serious, gritty version of Thor, and this movie kind of gave it to us a little bit. I think what kind of messed it up was him getting banished to Midgard or Earth for
half the movie
half the movie. Yes.
with Miss Jane and
I think the beginning of the movie was cool. Him invading Jotunheim, confronting the Frost Giants. I think that was all cool. I really didn't like the fact that it didn't really take too much. Didn't take place in the 9 realms, all Asgard.
and the whole thing with
I think Loki, Tom Hiddleston's Loki, very good. Showing why
he's another one that is Loki. He's Loki. Have you seen that one person like him playing him?
did you know he actually auditioned for Thor?
Did he really?
Mm-hmm.
No, I cannot see that.
No, of course not. There's an audition leaked on him.
No, Chris Hemsworth was a perfect role for him.
Absolutely. Fred voice.
Yeah.
Nobody will get that unless you watch Fred's voice. No, this movie is good. It gets a lot of hate. I would rank this. This is tough because I think it's the top tier of mid or very bottom of solid. Like nobody, nothing.
I'm gonna
could
put this. I want to put this in mid.
You want to put it in
Top
mid?
mid. Top mid. Put in top mid. I'll put.
It's tough, right?
Ooh. Don't hate me.
Excuse me.
Okay, fine. That's perfect. That's perfect.
It's tough. I really think it could be mid too. The what kills
We'll
it
come back
is-
to it when everything's done.
what kills it is
You know what's gonna go in the ass category? This
Our
fucking
first-
piece of shit.
our first ass movie. Thor: The Dark World, get that shit down there in the bottom. And you just watched it, so I'll let you take this away.
Oh my god, this movie fucking is boring.
The whole movie.
I fell asleep during this movie. I was watching it. Okay, I was watching it.
You know what is ass? That was a really good transition.
You know what? I was like I told you guys, I watched the entire MCU in order, and I was watching this movie. I was fully awake. You know, watching it, and then just fucking, pass out, I fall asleep, and then it's like there's 30 minutes left. I'm like, what the fuck did I miss? And I go back and apparently I didn't miss much. So,
Okay, there are a couple of gems in
yes,
this
there
movie.
is, but like Thor's mom passing away,
Loki was a really good part of this movie.
Loki dying. Obviously, he comes back.
I loved his relationship with Thor in this movie. They've always had a good.
Yeah,
They've always had a complicated relationship.
that was the
No,
one thing I did
I
like.
think brothers. He's the god of mischief.
But it's not going above ass.
No, of course not. I think Malekith was one of the worst villains. One of the worst. non
I'm sorry to directors of this movie.
non-emotional. Like he has no emotion at all. Like voice crack. No, he's like, dude. Part of me feels bad for him. He's just such a sad villain. He's not even evil. He's just
Killed by a dark elf.
He's just sad.
Dark elves, bro.
He's just a sad villain. We need
I don't really have much to say about this movie.
we need
I did not enjoy it.
yeah, we need to put some L's in the chat for Malekith, man. He did not get a chance. I will say another good part about this movie was the ether or the reality stone.
Yes.
I think that was also
Yeah.
cool that we got to see that. Otherwise,
Remember what the end credit scene was?
they bring the reality stone to the collector.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
And another botched character, the Collector. Collector could have been something special, and he turned it into a fucking joke. It was,
characters.
huh?
I don't know why they do that.
I love it when he was like 1 down, 5
Some of these
to go.
movies-
He would have had the Power Stone if that fucking bitch didn't try taking it. Hold on.
No, I just want to point something out before we jump into the next movie. If you're done with Thor: The Dark World.
Well, no. So I will say, otherwise, this movie is ass.
So, I wanted to tell you guys something. I'm looking at this list, this next column right here, and there's some stuff I have not watched. I have not watched some of the stuff here, and we'll break that down later. But those are stuff he will rank, and just him. But some stuff I will obviously watch as well.
But that, I think, yeah, we want to do that.
So, Thor: Ragnarok.
Okay. Thor Ragnarok. Now. This is a great movie. It is not a good Thor movie.
Yeah.
I know that maybe not make sense.
No, it makes sense.
So, it's a great movie. But this is not encaptured.
Not Thor.
It's not Thor. It really isn't. I love Hulk, but this is kind of where his character kind of died a little bit.
Yeah, no hair.
I loved Hela. Hela was a great villain.
Yes.
I love the dynamic between Thor and Loki in this movie
Hulk.
the most. I just mentioned Hulk.
I was not paying attention. See what happens when I look down for 1 second?
Valkyrie was cool. Heimdall was. There's so many good aspects of this movie. And the end credit scene where Thanos.
This movie leads into.
It's the movie right before Infinity War, but his cruiser, his ship hovers over them at the end.
And that's where Avengers Infinity War starts. Kicks
Yes.
off.
So I thought that was really cool. No, I think overall Jeff Goldblum's Grandmaster, I think hella was a cool. Ragnarok. If you don't know your Norse mythology, Ragnarok is the inevitable end of Asgard, meaning that Asgard will be decimated and it's inevitable. And Surtur is the one to is to end. He's the one to end Asgard by plunging his sword into the middle of it, destroying Asgard.
So where are we putting Ragnarok?
Ragnarok, ooh man.
Did you take this one off?
All right. Thor Ragnarok is going to go.
Well, fuck up.
There's a lot of people who would put this in GOAT. Thor Ragnarok is going to go in between Guardians 2 and Guardians 1.
That's fair.
That is my ranking of Thor Ragnarok. And that is going to do it for today's video, folks. I think this is a perfect time to leave off right now. We have a whole lot of other movies to cover, but I think this is a good start to the tier ranking. The video is getting a little long, so I think, and he's got to edit it, and I feel bad because these videos do take a lot of time to make.
If someone doesn't like to edit.
Not that I don't know how to edit. I've used Adobe Premiere Pro, but I just don't have fun editing. No,
That should do it for part 1. Part 2 will probably come out in a few days. So that should about do it for us.
Yeah, so I think this was a good. How many movies did we do? We did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
We
7,
broke
8.
down every single one of them. So think about it. We break down one movie and it's about 30 minutes long. We've been filming for an hour for all these. So that's pretty good.
Wait, what?
We break down Spider-Man Brand New Day. That video was about 35 minutes long. We broke down all these movies in the span of 1 hour. That's good timing.
I think that is. There's a lot of. Some people just kind of give like a quick kind of like skimmer through it, like okay, this is what happened. Okay, done. Next, I want to give my full thoughts on what I feel, how this movie makes me feel, what I like about it, what I don't like about it, what the characters do, how compelling they are they good, are they bad, Poor Malekith.
But yeah, that should do it for us, guys. Part 2 coming out in a few days.
This is the Real Film Pod. My name is Jameson, here with Lucas, and we will see you on the next one. Deuces!